Well, it's finally here. The first set of the brand new Gundam card game. This is set GD01, and the name of the set is New Type Rising. There are 12 plus 1 cards in a pack, 24 packs in a box, and 136 plus 6 card types. On the back here, you've got information for the website. 50 commons, 36 uncommons, 32 rares, 12 legend rares, which are like the equivalent of super rares if you've played other Bandai games, and then 6 tokens and or resources. So we're going to dive into this and see what we can get. And spoiler alert, I was going to go in blind, but we ended up opening 2 cases for our LGS for singles, and there are some really awesome alt arts. I'm probably going to build green-white like a ramp deck featuring the Wing Gundams. It just seems like a deck that I can't really play in a lot of other games, like a ramp. So we're going to dive in. We're going to start with the right side first. Again, here's the pack art, same as the booster box. If you're new to Bandai games, they have a pull tab. Sometimes they work for me, sometimes they don't. So we'll go through these little by little. We've got a Gundam, Shenlong Gundam, Goon, shout out to all the Gooners in the chat, Mining Asteroid Palau, Wing Gundam, Underground Desert Base, Xeno, Midair Modifications, Gundam Death Scythe, Launcher Strike Gundam. Our first rare is Strike Rogue, our second rare is Gion, and our first resource is the OG Gundam itself. So yeah, you get a resource in every pack, similar to like Pokemon. You get an energy card, Illustrals, you get a spirit, you get a Dawn in one piece. I'm going to alternate over to the left. We'll just go back and forth between the 2 sides until I finish opening the box. We'll go through a couple packs nice and slow so you can take a look at the effects of the certain cards and some of the artwork. We have Overflowing Affection. This was pretty good. Draw 2, discard 1. We have a Blitz Gundam for a rare, as well as Citizens Take a Stand. And our second resource is another Gundam. So yeah, we're just gonna rip through, talk about the game. So far, my experience has mostly been with starter decks. I learned with the tutorial app, which you can check on the App Store depending on what kind of device you've got. But the game is like an amalgamation of all of the Bandai TCGs rolled into one. Perfect Strike Gundam, and Noins Ares, and a Kshatriya resource. And right now there's just 4 colors: red, white, blue, and green. We know from information about future sets, starter decks, that there will be purple as well. Typically Bandai games have 5 to 6 colors, so we'll see if they introduce a 6th color further down the road. Battle of Aces, and our first legend rare, Gundam Aerial Rebuild. And like the texturing goes really hard on these legend rares. And like those are just like the equivalent of like an SR in Digimon or Dragon Ball or One Piece. So you get a good amount of hits per box as well. One of your resources is going to be all foil alt art. Sometimes though, instead of a resource, you're going to get a EX base or a token card. We have Fortress Defense, and we have Char's Gilug, and as mentioned, we got a token this time for Char's Zaku Mark II. I don't know a lot about Gundam itself, but if you've been a subscriber of the channel for a while, you know I love card games. I don't know if this is going to go on my main or if this is going to go on the secondary channel. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe to support the algorithm. And let me know if you're interested in more Gundam TCG content like deck profiles, gameplay. We have the Witch and the Bride and another LR, the Buster Gundam. And we got a Phantom 0 token. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more Gundam TCG content on either of the channels, as well as over on Twitch. I do a lot of streaming. I know we're using an Illustrals playmat, and over on Twitch I'll be streaming the release of Illustrals Clash on the 29th as it moves out of beta into early access. So come over and check that out with me. And of course, we do some Monday and Thursday morning Pokemon TCG streams. We have Big Zam and Extreme Hatred, as well as another token, or I'm sorry, another resource. But yeah, I've just been like, this year has been insane for new card games. And I'm always willing to try everything. And I didn't think I was going to like this, but we ended up playing with starter decks on the starter deck release day for like 4+ hours. And it was a lot of fun. And I might even be building a Magic deck. I did the Sonic the Hedgehog Secret Lair. I'll flash pictures of those cards in. And my boy Knuckles apparently makes a really cool commander, since it has an alternate win condition of getting 30 treasures on the board. But the problem with me building that deck is it's gonna cost like hundreds of dollars to do that. So, you know, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe so we get that YouTube paycheck, you know what I'm saying? To support my card game addictions. We have a Gundam Ferract and a Gundam Aerial for our rares, and the Wing Gundam Zero. That's one of the, that's probably the deck I'm gonna build, is Wing Gundam Zero. Again, like I mentioned, I have no real attachment to any of the franchises. The only one I really watched would have been G Gundam. Back in the day in Toonami, when I was like in high school, I would put it on and do homework. I'm really aging myself, because Toonami hasn't existed in an afternoon in quite some time. I got a Shenlong Rare and a Freedom Gundam. Freedom. We still have plenty of packs left. Again, these are 24-pack boxes, so smaller than Pokemon, but the typical Bandai size. Now, the only exception to the 24-pack size in Bandai is Union Arena, which is like 16 packs in a box. See, this one we got an EX resource. We're gonna just start plooping along. We have a Unicorn Gundam O2 Banshee Destroy Mode LR, and a gun cannon for our rare. I've opened, like I said, I opened a couple cases for work. I still wanted to open a box for the channel, so I'm a little tuckered out of ripping Bandai packs, you know what I'm saying? And we have Cheng Wang Fui, Kalagagi Yuga Athena, and we got a Wing Gundam Zero. This is the dude that I want to build my first deck around. Level 8, need 8 resources, 8 to play. High maneuver, can't be blocked, and then when you deploy it, deal 3 damage to all units that are level 5 or lower. So it's like effectively a board wiper. But yeah, that's the boy that I'm gonna try and build around. I typically gravitate to green in Bandai games early on, like I did in Digimon as well. I played Big Bugs at first, and then eventually started playing blue, and so on and so forth. Gundam Sandrock and a Legao rare. So we still have yet to hit our holo resource or any of the alt arts. It seems like you get 1 holo resource per box, sort of like in Illustrals you get a holo spirit, and then you get about 2 alternate arts. So it could be a common, an uncommon, a rare, or an LR plus. I don't know if there's any crazy hits. I think we hit a crazy hit in our store cases. We had a plus resource, and it was only in one of the 2 cases that we opened. So let me know down below in the comments, like, what actually is, like, the chase in this game. Like, you know, in Union Arena, you got your signatures, you've got your manga rares in One Piece, you got the autos and stuff like that in Digimon now. So let me know what we're ultimately chasing here And here is our first alternate art. We have a Strike Rouge regular rare plus, and we got an EX base that time. So there's our first of 2 potentially alt arts. If the case breakdown would be something that you guys want to see, let me know. I could probably go over that with the boss man and take some video of all the hits. Don't mind the background noise. Someone's phone's going off. And it ain't mine, because I'm using my phone. But yeah, we're gonna finish this up real quick here. We've got our 2 rares as well as our resource. Down to 7 assorted booster packs. Two rares in this one as well. I'll slow it down on this next pack. Zoot, Gundam, Shenlong, Goon, shout out to the Gooners, G Fighter, Rick Dom, Gundam Aerial, Garazulu, Iron Fisted Discipline, and oh, there is our second alternate art, another rare plus, the Kagali Eula Atha alt art, kind of like laying on the floor, surrounded by like tape and tools and wires and stuff. That's really pretty. So we might get one more SR and then our holographic resource here. And I think the plus resource is like the chase. So we'll just leave cards like that in the back. Down to 4 packs. Sometimes the pull tabs work for me, sometimes they don't. Gira Dogga sleeves. Hopefully we sleeve these cards. Jewel Jetlurk, more like G-Fuel at work. We have a Duo Maxwell and a Justice Gundam. So that is 7 SRs. Mistral, Underground Desert Base, Darge Blade, Kshatriya, Gilug, Lotto, Zaku 1 Sniper Type, and Salamass. And there is our holographic. Oh, it's got a little bit of a dingy up top there. It's probably from factory defects. But yes, we have the Freedom Gundam holographic resource. So these last couple packs should be, I don't think anything. I don't think we're going to hit. I don't think you can get anything else unless we're super lucky and we get a 3-hit box. We got 8 SRs, and there are or LRs technically, and there's 12 total. So like buying a whole box, like you're gonna want, you know, 2 to 4 of each card, but you keep the ones that you want and trade them. Again, MSRP on a box of this is $120. It's going for crazy amounts online. I don't think it's gonna be worth those crazy amounts. We'll see where the super rares fall come release day, after the general masses have gotten their product. But that is it for me in this. We have our alternate art holographic resource, our 2 alts from the box. Both are pluses, so both alternate art rares, not LRs. And then we have our 8 LRs from the box. We've got the Gundam Aerial Rebuild, Char's Galug, Buster Gundam, Freedom Gundam, Unicorn Gundam O2 Banshee Destroy Mode, Wing Gundam Zero, my boy I think. We have the Justice Gundam and Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode. But that's it from me. Of course, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you think of the Gundam card game, the first new set. new type rising down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.